Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I was right, and I knew I will be right. Why? Because I said it. I usually don't say shit if I'm not almost certain that will happen. And I don't like when things that I predict come true because usually they are bad stuff that I predict. Why? Because I'm talking about these bad people. And I'm talking about what I think their next moves will be. And the next moves will be detrimental to you and I. So what happens? Do you remember that when the Senate and the House, so the US Congress, was talking about giving Ukraine $62 billion extra in aid? Remember that was last year. And the tough Republicans, because they fight for the Republicans, were fighting the Democrats. Remember? It wasn't just a game, a play. It was staged. I remember when they said, well, we're not going to vote for it. No more aid to Ukraine. No, we're going to fight it. No. What did I say will happen? Do you remember? That's exactly what I said. And I said that Republicans will come and say, we will not give Ukraine $62 billion in weapons aid, whatever you want to call it. We fought hard, we negotiated. We're going to give Ukraine $50 billion. That's exactly what I said on multiple occasions when I covered this garbage issue. That is, they will give them, but they will not give them 62. They will give them 50, which is, really? I'm going to give you a little example or an analogy regarding that. And that is like a rape victim would say, or let's say the perpetrator would say, well, I didn't pump, but only 50 times. I didn't pump 62. So what do you think the victim should say? That's fine, man. No, it's still 50. It should have been 0. So the same here when they say, well, we negotiated, we cut a deal, man, we fought for you. It's not going to be 62, it's going to be 50. No, it should have been 0. You failed. Why? Because they play in the same team. I'm talking about the Republicans and Democrats. And why do I say I was right? I will show you 3 articles where they're already getting us ready that they will approve the package. They didn't tell us yet the details of the negotiations, but I can give you about 50 billion. And if it's going to be close to that, they're not going to give them 62 because they were going to give us the illusion that they negotiated something that should not even have been put forward or forth to be negotiated. Means 0. There's a non-issue. So let's start with that one. And I'm going to give you another example. In one of my jobs, I was in a union, and the union said that they fought hard to, give us 1%, 1.5%, or 2% raise in the next 2 years or something. And everybody was, it's better than nothing. No, it should have been 15%. That's what I'm looking at. 2%, well, it's like we lost with 5-0 instead of losing with 10-0. It's still a loss. Yeah, but it's not the same thing. For me, it is. We should have won, not lose. You're telling me, you were just raped a little bit, okay? I shouldn't have been raped at all. Again, and the union guys were like, so fucking dumb. Yeah, okay, let's move on. Ukrainska Pravda. U.S. House Speaker promises, well, we knew that, my boy, to unblock aid to Ukraine, but with significant changes. Oh, these guys are fighting for us. When is this? Today, 14th of March, 2024. I told you, and I told you. They will not tell us, but they say Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House of Representatives, spoke with Republican senators on Wednesday, saying that the House will prepare its draft to support Ukraine, but in a significant different form than the one already approved by the Senate. We're not going to approve 62, we're going to approve 50. They don't say here any numbers, but I am anticipating. Next one. Remember, $1 given over there is already a loss. The new voice of Ukraine. House Speaker Johnson to unblock Ukraine aid, but with significant differences. Okay, how about to never unblock Ukraine aid? That would have been a normal statement. Independent. House Republicans will pass Ukraine aid after backing down on border demand. First, these things should not have been put together. The border is something like a given. It should be locked, sealed, and ready. That's it. And crocodile alligators in the area. Am I bad? I'm just kidding. Should not have been even considered, let alone put together. What does Ukraine have to do with this? Well, this is politics negotiation. Well, would you negotiate your child? So you see, there are certain things that are non-negotiable. Okay? So this thing is negotiable? Negotiable? Really? Since when? National security? Terrorists? No. Supremacists? They don't care, my friends. They have their own agenda, and that doesn't coincide with our agenda, which is, U.S. citizens, Constitution, some Paganini for you. So, my friends, I told you that will happen, and as I said, I'm waiting when they're going to come. We negotiated $50 billion, not 62. Hooray! Yeah, man, we fought for you. Come on, wake up, my friends. This is a game. That's them against us. And they just try to make us fight with one another because that's how you keep us busy on the carcass, like maggots. And we are the maggots, and the carcass of real garbage they give us. Oh, you're white. You're black. Oh, you like cock. Oh, you like pussy. Oh, you like this. These are things so insignificant, actually. Should be so insignificant compared with the things these guys are doing to us. But hey, they have the beautiful mass media to make sure that they keep us busy and at each other's throat. Things that should not even be considered. Well, I'm this, I'm that. The only thing that should matter is this. I am an American. That's all. That's all. And I'm a patriotic, nationalistic American. That's all you should say. And the Constitution should be defended, not changed and twisted and turned by the motherfucking judges and politicians who are not really working for us. That should matter. Not I'm tall, I'm blue-eyed, I'm fat, I'm thin, I like this, I like that. That should not be even considered. We should be allowed to pursue our liberties and freedoms that we are supposedly granted by the Constitution. But since we don't have freedoms, those are just temporary privileges. And because if a right, let's say a right, cannot be taken, and the right could not be taken by someone who didn't give it to you. We have our rights from the Creator, not from the garbage politicians. But hey, things need to be just a little bit educated. Now, lately I came to this conclusion, as sad as it might sound, and that conclusion I drew through direct experience. We humans, really humans, are 1 centimeter or 1 inch, let's put 2.5 centimeters above a baboon. That's what we are. That's what we are. We can drop that inch or those 2.5 centimeters just like this. We're not far from the baboons, my friends. We're not far from the baboons. We pretend we're civilized and we're nice and we're kind and we dress nice and sometimes we take showers and sometimes we brush our teeth and so on. No, this is my latest conclusion. 1 inch, let's say 2.5 centimeters above the baboons. Hello, my fellow baboon, almost. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.